Hey everybody, Fabio here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're in Sketchbook and we're going to look at adding depth to your pieces using the blur tool. If you ever watch movies, when cameras are focused on certain elements in the film, other parts aren't as sharp, right? They're blurred a little bit. So we can mimic that effect and kind of draw the eye to where we want the viewer to focus. So here's this piece I'm working on. I have my foreground elements, this character. I have the woman in the midground, and then on my background, I have these trees and this background layer. It doesn't look bad, it just looks a little bit flat. So I really want to push the depth. So I'm starting on my foreground layer. I'll go to Window, Brush Palette, even go to Brush Library, and I'll select my blur tool. I'm going to duplicate my foreground layer just so it's not destructive. And now I can go in and just blur the foreground. There you go, just like that. We compare, right? Here's the blurred layer, no blur. Blur, no blur. Really kind of just makes it feel like this person in the foreground is closer to us. Now we can take it a step further though and blur our background. So same steps, I'll start with the trees, I'll duplicate so it's not destructive, and then I can blur my trees in the back. And right, different things will have different blurs, so you can change the intensity or experiment with that. Finally, let's do the very background. With these little adjustments, now when we look at this piece, we immediately focus on the woman because everything else is blurred. Try it yourself, guys, blurring different elements of your piece in the foreground, the midground, and the background, depending on where you want your audience to focus. So not only does it give a good sense of depth, but it will help you guide your audience and help them look where you want them to look. Here are a couple more examples. Like in this piece, the gun is blurred as well as the background is slightly blurred. Same thing here, these characters are way in the foreground, so I blurred them a lot, so we're focusing on what is in the doorway. So here's an animation example. The foreground elements and the background elements are blurred, and we're focusing on the character walking in the midground. So we're just about out of time. Hopefully now you can incorporate that blur tool in your workflow, give your pieces a better sense of depth, and help guide your audience where you want them to look. So get out there, start experimenting, have some fun, and I'll see everybody in the next video. If you have any comments, any questions, comment them below. Love to hear what you guys have to say, and I'll do my best to answer. If you still want to send in some of your art or animation, send it to fabiojoffreyanimation@gmail.com. The email will be in the description. So that's it for now. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see everybody in the next video.